Okay. That sounded crazy. We live. Hold on. Okay, it works. Everything works. I'm gonna watch this and then I'm gonna jump into the new season. I haven't seen anything. I was in class, that's why I'm late. But excited. Let me. Okay, yeah, that's cool. Rest in peace, Lance, for real. I don't really care about all this stuff. That's cool. That's cool. I just want to see the final 10-second countdown. Okay. I did one of these last year for the life haul we did. I'm very excited.
Thanks for tuning in, y'all. Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember.
PlayStation shoes, go.
They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry and their paracausal abilities to stand alone against monsters that took others, an entire elite squad. They'd race alongside their friends far into the early morning in the halls of an ancient city where only a select few emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon. But most importantly, they'd bring their friends and their family into this world, and together meet new faces on this adventure who would become lifelong companions. Now, together, we approach the final shape. We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits you on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come. Whether you've been with us from the beginning, joined us somewhere along the road,
I'm definitely
or
gonna have a
looking
ball
at
pick, a
Destiny
mechanic
for the
though,
first
100%.
time, anybody who shows up on launch
balls and dunk
day
it somewhere.
is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world. A vacuum-sealed experience begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
After all these years, we never talked about it. Why I brought you back.
That's the old tower.
Why you were chosen.
They did the thing! They did the thing!
The truth is, I didn't know then. It was just a feeling. But I know now. After all we've seen, all we've lost, this fight might be our last. I'm asking you one last time to rise.
I'm gonna cry. Excuse me? What the fuck was that? What was the axe?
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
Since the Beyond Light one. I love her so
Final
much. Oh my
Shape is
god.
the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that, as a developer, you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to
I love
pay
him
off
too.
this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When
That's what I'm saying, I'm
we
gonna
were
cry.
resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
When we first start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Seasonal
Inside
content
is
better
the
explain
pale
that.
heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The pale heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Should have
If
been in
we're
the
going
game.
to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everything.
Not from a fucking dead live stream.
Failure is not an option.
We're gonna
I
need
still
the
enjoyed it,
Vanguard,
though.
all of our allies, and all the Guardians to rally together and be brave in the face of Oblivion.
God, I want to know what that
In the
is.
final shape, we're going to answer questions at the grandest scale. But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cayde 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
Why was Zavala not in that picture? Oh my god.
In the final shape, we're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler
Speaker.
is this infinite, vast, unknowable. And we're landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
The Pale Heart is weird. It's a little strange, it makes you feel a bit uncomfortable, and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
The Witness entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
This is the Traveler recreating the world in front of you as it saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 Tower. It's really a labor of
I
love
love the way she
from the
said
Destiny
D1
team.
Tower.
The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is our very first linear destination that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping. Kind of like deconstructing things and putting them back together just wrong.
The sense of scale you get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny as a Guardian. You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the Subjugators.
Subjugators are the new unit you're going to be facing in the final shape.
Is that motherfucker
They
using
have an
Strand?
power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers to face the Guardian, well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this element of control.
They're back there pinging away with stasis abilities, throwing crystals at you, freezing you in place,
Boo.
tangling you up.
We're focusing you on the campaign and only the campaign. It's the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You have to stop the final shape from happening.
And for that, we do need the help with our allies. And so we're going to make sure that the core Vanguard team gets back together. Zavala and Ikora and Cade.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and finished the campaign, we open up the entire destination. And so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
Squeeze me? The fuck does that mean?
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid. But that might not be enough. This is a moment where we need to rally all Guardians to be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
Cosme?
In the final shape, we are inside
I love him.
the Traveler.
I love his enthusiasm.
Very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We
What the
want
fuck?
to create something that turns you into an offensive powerhouse, but also can benefit
Was it the
your
axe thing
allies
the
in a
Warlock
support
had?
capacity. There is this thread of team play and like working with your friends to overcome the odds.
If they bring self-res back, I'm gonna
Warlock
cry.
Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Other than Golden Gun, this is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. Your melee's like all these projectiles going
They brought
off,
it back.
doubling the amount of projectiles. Your grenade almost being sentient as it searches around, and then it hits a character and bounces off and goes to another one. And you're so overflowing with this energy that you are also giving it to your allies, allowing them to have their solar weapons supercharged, applying Scorch when they're shooting.
The new Solar Warlock aspect, when I cast my Rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches part
I
of
love
itself
that.
out.
I love that.
and
I don't
hits
give a
the enemy
shit,
and
bro.
explodes and
They've done that
scorches them.
so
just feels
well.
very
I'm okay
alive.
with it. I'm so okay with it that they're repeating that.
Twilight Arsenal.
They were gonna say Twilight Garrison.
A layered super.
This is the only ranged one-off offensive super for Titans in the game. The Titan jumps up into the air, summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it. And when these
creatures fly through the air, they stick into the ground, or an enemy do their void gravity thing where they suck a bunch of energy and enemies in and then explode. But that doesn't destroy the axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can
That's
pick
sick
up
as
that axe
fuck.
and start wailing on enemies with it.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect, I press and hold my grenade button to consume my grenade and turn it into the shield. The more damage it takes, the more it charges up, and then I can release that, and it creates this blast.
Mini
that deal
Nova Warp
massive damage.
Oh my god! That looks so fun.
The Hunter Arc Super.
Arc is all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife and throws it across the world, and then is able to blink to its position, do the slash that just decimates anyone nearby.
One really great thing about that is not just you do it once, but you're able to do it 3 times, along with devastating attacks each time you do it.
The hunter has an aspect. We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It almost makes it feel like you're playing a fighting
I
game, right?
love
Like these
the
combos that you're chaining
teams.
together to do these different moves. It like takes
How it
that,
like
that
helps
sandbox
all
to the
these
next level.
supers
The
help
more
allies.
aspects we have, the more capable we are to do that.
It
love
feels like
that.
you're like riding the lightning, you know? Like that instantaneous, like
That was good, but I think it's more like.
I love
know?
these guys.
I like it.
I love these guys. But I'm a little salty that they brought Radiance back essentially without self-res. I don't
The
like.
team has been working on all sorts of goodness. We've got exotics, we've got legendaries, we've got perks. We're always cooking up stuff. We're always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting.
Proctor, I
or
love you.
taking Inspiration.
Vivian, I don't know
We
you, but
have Tessellation,
probably love you
which
too.
is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the really intriguing property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout. Tessellation has the additional property that you can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile. It's a really special weapon.
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
What if you could harness the might of the Traveler? You know, we had a moment where we saw that Traveler Beam cutscene. I know people on Weapons went, I kind of want that. You're like, that is incredibly dope.
So we've got this opportunity to bring back these iconic Destiny 1 weapons, but really turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Vostok into the fold.
The Red Death exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath. Burn the world, burn it all. In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm subfamily. We always liked the special ammo sidearms. This fires tiny, slow-moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Is that tracking?
They have a mixture of regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies. I'm really excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
I'm interested to see how that works. Because they.
The weapons team is always coming
There's
up
no way
with
that
new
they would
ideas.
have the
We've
same
got
damage
a ton of new cool stuff
as a
coming over the
non-healing
next few
archetype,
years,
right?
And some new and really wild ideas, which we're pretty excited about.
Come on, take a load off. We've got a lot to cover.
Come on, tell me.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me, so. I'm back! Hey, you two, give me a sec. I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your
rock off my
map.
desk.
Worst case scenario, you die. But who knows? Maybe you won't. Well, better get back to it.
I love him so much.
in this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cade like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cade is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cade goes through in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cade here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cade's role as a guide. Cade is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cade is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to just see him slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cade's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cade's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group, I think is going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now. Wherever the hell here is.
Yo. Oh my god, I'm gonna cry. I'm gonna fucking cry. Oh. Yeah, very curious. Very, very curious.
Guardian, the Witness poses a dire threat. And the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek.
This is about the new season?
If we contend with her sister, Xivu Arath, it rests with me.
Will you come back from this?
Do not be afraid.
Bring me your tithes.
You now wield Hive magic and have entwined it with your light. Assault the Spire, Guardian, and open the way to our tithes. Let them know.
That's sick as fuck! Finally, I can use mods against them, bro.
And they do whisper.
TCG?
Fight in my name, Guardian. Every opponent you defeat strengthens me. My appetite rises for your brutal tribute.
Did that hunter just Titan hammer slam?
Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
Is that another strand rocket that's actually good?
You have found the horn of battle. You are deserving of the greatest death I can bestow.
I'm gonna come.
Season of the Witch is our opportunity as players. We've been annihilating and breaking Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imara.
Armor sick as fuck,
Imara's
bro.
like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first, and that bigger problem's name is Xivu Arath. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah. She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies,
Savathun.
and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Bring me your tithes.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like
I don't know what
be
tithing means.
like Savathun? And that's where we went down the path of having Hive Eris. We wanted to extend that magical fantasy into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your build-craft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want. And
There's
then
a fucking
that really leans into
TCG!
crafting.
You actually are getting cards that you can then use to place on the battlefield and change the way you play.
I'm such a sucker for deck building. Like being able to like bring that element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh.
What the
it's
fuck?
really fun.
What the fuck? What the fuck is this game?
So we've got 2 brand new seasonal activities coming with Season of
This is
Origins.
today.
We've got
This
Altars of
is
Summoning
today.
and Savathun Spire.
Savathun Spires.
This
are
isn't
new
even like 3
3-player
months,
offensives.
6 months from now.
You're
This is
doing a lot more
today.
with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun Spire, was like her reliquary for all these different magical experiments as she was learning the light. You're there in order to learn as much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summonings activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it or you can spend 2 hours in it.
It's a 3-player experience that you can hop in and hop out of. As you're going through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
Okay, that's not a whole mess, bro. That's 2 weapons and 2 engrams. I wouldn't call that a
We
whole
really
mess,
wanted to make
but
sure that there was a home
we like
for
it.
any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the exotic mission rotator.
Oh, we know about
Right
this.
away,
Never mind.
we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph Shield.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of
Yeah,
the
more
content
coming
that
in
fans and
2024.
players of
Okay.
Destiny love the most. The most exciting thing, outside of just the missions themselves, is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Yeah, fire. Very excited for that. I'm very curious. Depends on what the roles are. I'm very curious to try out.
With Season of the Witch,
What was
we have
that
a brand
second?
new Vex lo-fi
What was that second hand
map
cannon?
coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch of really tight gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around.
And there's also some modes coming too, right?
We've got a new PvP game mode coming that's all about relics. It's about multiple relics, so it's not just one like the Scorch game
Curious.
mode from the past.
Very
So
curious.
we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear back from Season of the Risen.
And we got the scythe from Season of the Haunted.
Yeah, so you're going to be reaping Guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay.
If that's a one-shot
It's all
kill, it
about
better not have a
running
long
around the
timer,
map,
'cause that's gonna piss me
claiming
off.
these relic dispensers and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling pretty Hivey this season, obviously. There's something in the
I
air.
like her.
And so when thinking about like what's a good raid reprisal that would really suit this very Hivey season, there's only one answer.
Yes! 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 Let's go!
Let's fucking go, man.
What the Hive call a god.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't even remember how to.
Only a true weapon of the light.
They're bringing the armor back. They're bringing the armor back. They're bringing the armor. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Oh my god. They're bringing the fucking armor back, dude. The good one. Look at that shit. I better get my Glowhoo. I swear to God, I better get my fucking Glowhoo. September 1st. That's a sick ass ring. I want that. I want that ring.
Heading into the final shape, we really want to rally all Guardians at the end of the Light and Darkness saga
We want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players. In the final shape, we're trying to find ways to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're really going to focus the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now in the spectrum.
One way that we're trying to do that is making it easier for new players to engage with you. So we're introducing something that we're calling Fireteam Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level. The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all the others close to their power level, which means that there's no barriers really for any other Guardian to join you in this high-level content.
When it's combined with Fireteam Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of the power level of you and the rest of the people in your fire team.
Fireteam Finder is the new feature that's coming in Season 23, aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows players to be able to say, well, this is my playstyle. I'm really chill. I'm anti-sweat. I'm just really here to have a good time.
This is not LFG.
Exactly.
Is this the
Really
LFG?
allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about it is with this launch, we're also looking at including inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden.
I'm trying to figure out whether or not
trying
this
to
is the
make
same thing as the LFG. That's it. I thought there was a 6th subclass coming.
The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is Timeline Reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats within our story. We are going to have a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
Thanks for the memories, Guardian.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
A really big one that's really timely for Final Shape is Cade's Last Stand from Forsaken.
Yeah. Yeah, that's cool.
This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with and enjoy this content regardless of their power level.
Yeah, that's sick. That's cool.
We're reaching the end of this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the Final Shape. And the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the
Wait, so
Final
this
Shape.
is...
I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure. The acts act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing more cinematic styled experiences throughout the Final Shape year
Good.
and the episodes with it than in any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience whether you've been playing Destiny for
does it
10
go away?
years or this is your first one.
Does it go
You're
away
gonna
though?
be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment is that we get to innovate the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of Destiny.
We're moving into the next stage of Destiny 2. I think some people look at the Final Shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
Sick. Sick.
What makes a guardian a guardian? Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason, by something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery. Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Sacrifice leads to death.
The line between light and dark is so very thin.
The parallels are crazy, bro. Oh my god.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Now the race is its end. This time, there is no escape.
I'm finna.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face the biggest bad we've ever made, and we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the Final Shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians, with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch, with a new story, new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content. I can't wait to see you all in the Throne World as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
I don't like how it's the same sound.
After all these years, all we've lost.
That's
This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you.
Bro, the enemies are sick as
to
fuck.
rise. One last time.
Slightly disappointed about the 6th subclass, but was a little bit unreasonable to expect that. But there was also that leak and it had the red shit, so. If it's got the ring, I'll consider it.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy outside of the game. So this year we're doing a Destiny 1 tower. We really tried to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on it since day one, like I think having it be the tower is super exciting for us because it's going to kind of catalog your journey of a player from when you first started playing Destiny all the way to now. The tower, it's kind of like the beacon in which you're a place you can call home.
You get the tower, and then there are actual figures of the Vanguard mentors that accompany that architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's gonna be some fun surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope. And so we've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects, and lights, just sort of make this experience as a whole really special. It's sort of the perfect symbol of Destiny. I'm so excited for it.
Me too.
It's sick. I'm not gonna get it, but it's sick. I'm very curious about that ring, though. Hey, come on, though. I pre-ordered this in 2017. Like what? You crazy? Bitch, you crazy. We done? Is that it? Yeah. Whoa. Wow. Saying I'm excited is definitely an understatement. Why am I in that? I wanted to update this one, actually. Like, holy shit, man. Do I need to update it? I thought I needed to update it. I was gonna be so mad. I don't need seasonal artifacts to be a Strand person.
Listen up, glitterbums. This is First Ghost Imaru talking. You're still trying to get through the Witness's portal, huh? That ain't a door you can just kick open. You even passed some leftover worm for answers. Too bad she led you right to us. Now you need help from the one witch nobody can trust. My boss, Savathun. Even though she's temporarily dead, she left instructions for this very situation. As usual, you maggots are 3 steps behind.
Tough.
Savathun will help you on one condition. First, deal with her sister, Xivu Arath. She's the Hive God of War and the Witness's best general. It's a win-win, see?
Okay, so we did just
Don't
get
look so
confirmation.
sour. You've already got everything you need. I suggest you start with a witch of your own.
I fucking love Eris. Oh my god. I don't give a fuck what nobody says. I've loved her ever since she was on that damn platform about to fall off in D1. I don't give a fuck, bro. Way back.
Guardian. The Witness poses a dire threat, and the Witch Queen holds the answers we seek. But only if we contend with her sister. Imaru has promised us a method for defeating Xivu Arath, arranged by Savathun before her death. There is a spire atop her throne world's sanctum, a place of dire experiments where she abused the light. With this knowledge, Imaru and I have devised a powerful artifact infused with Hive magic. It will allow you to dispel the Witch Queen's trickery and master the spire through a ritual of our own.
Even in death, the Witch Queen
just
lays
using the
her
artifact?
snares for us. Be careful, Guardian.
This is a real privilege, so act like it. Savathun doesn't open her spire to just anyone.
If such a place exists.
Why lie when the truth is so much more dangerous?
You are not the Witch Queen, and the Guardian is far more dangerous.
Please.
How did we find
Xivu
Imaru,
Arath
though?
is too much for you to handle. You need our help.
And you need ours.
Like, how is he just chilling? Damn, it's been since I played this game. Oh no, it's a game.
Imaru, tell your Lucid Hive to stand down.
Savathun's orders are for them to guard the spire. I'm sure your little glowworms can handle it.
Oh, I don't have that one on.
I don't like this. Resurrecting Savathun, using her magic. This is exactly what we wanted to avoid. The Witch Queen knew she could entice us with a common goal. Removing the threat of Xivu Arath.
Yeah. And she knew the Vanguard had a little hive acolyte of their own. That's why she's opening up her spire. She thinks you've got what it takes.
Void crystals bend reality through tightly channeled power. Shatter them to break their control.
Use that witch's staff to cast a little spell of your own.
Huzzah!
Spire's just up ahead. Don't need more than some lightless lackey's fancy eyes to see it.
This is where the Witch Queen fell, and you fled for your life. Remember that. We should focus.
That was a fluke. Your guardians got lucky.
Really?
Yeah.
How many of your apostate ghosts have seen the Guardian's mercy?
Don't you threaten me.
I am not threatening you. I am telling you what the Guardian will do.
Right.
So where is this spire?
You'll see. Start the ritual to bring down Savathun's illusion.
Arc charge between the crystals. Witch's staff. You now wield Hive magic, and have entwined it with your light. Whatever you face next will test that power to its limits.
You think your Guardians are up to scratch?
What will we find inside the spire?
A way to take down her sister. That's all she told me. And that's all I'm telling you.
And she'll uphold her bargain. Give us the information we need.
I'll bring her back as soon as Zivu's taken care of. Then you can ask her yourself.
Guardian, traverse the spire. We shall see what morsel of truth awaits us.
What's it? Exhumed excess. Create additional offering. Okay. ¿Dónde voy ahora? This thing looks sick as fuck. Bro, they just really want Ark to be that bitch, huh? Like, god damn, they want motherfuckers to use that. Why do I not have a clan banner?
There is nascent light to be found here. We must stoke it and harness its power. Be prepared for anything.
General.
Use those solar crystals to unleash their power.
Metals? I like metals. Not like gold. Well, I do like gold. I meant the primary. I like gold. What the shit? Are you okay? Drop it, drop it, drop it, or you're gonna die. Oh! Oh, I'm dead. Alright, hold on. Let's try that again. Motherfucker. You're like Warlock bitch, bro. What are you doing?
Like the way up is clear. Be careful.
Guardian.
Hey, bro, fuck this dude.
I'm sure Imaru has given you a warm welcome on my behalf.
Savathun's dire machinations echo through these halls. She whispers from the past, anticipating each outcome.
She left you some recordings. It ain't that deep.
I love Amaru. I love
My
Amaru.
proposal. We have mutual interests.
Wow, bro.
Despite our
He
bad
really
blood.
just said it ain't that deep.
You might not believe me, but I love my sister. But was Hive, love is death. No one knows more about killing her than I do.
What? Why is it all solar? That's where it told me to go. Oh, yeah.
Transfer the arc charge to each crystal.
Relax.
The Spire is alive with light. We have redirected
this
the
Goblin
Witch
motherfucker's
Queen's
sweaty.
spells and empowered it to some end. I am not certain. Hive runes manifest here. Discern their pattern and traverse the Witch Queen's labyrinth.
Zebrath can't be confronted. That's what she wants, and she always gets exactly what she wants. So spoiled, so loved. You'll have to find another way. Only her equal could ever have a hope of overcoming the threat of my sister's war march. Only a hive.
So, it rests with me. Eris?
My sister depends on the foundations of her cold logic. If you want to remove her from the board, you'll need to test her thesis. There's power for the taking, Eris. And for that, you'll have to prove your right to exist.
Savathun speaks of the sword logic. No, we can't play the Hive God's games. And yet we must.
I've never done this before, bro. Chill out. Holy shit.
What did we do? We have reconfigured the inner workings of the spire and opened the path to its fetid hypogeum.
Not how I would have put it, but that's right.
There is dire magic here, and I am its conduit. We may use this power to our own ends.
Eris, you can't. This is dangerous.
Meet with me, Guardian. I will prepare the ritual.
Yeah, I guess I do need to do accommodations, don't I? What a dickhead, bro. Can I report this guy? Open the portal. Interesting. People aren't gonna like that. Fucking stupid. Costs money to play the game, man. I guess I didn't do this already. Oh. How many? Five, six again. Okay. That looks sick. Oh my god, hold on. It's gross.
Xivu Arath draws strength from our conflict. She believes her logic absolute. I will grasp it and contravene its power. There is no other way.
Will you come back from this?
Does it matter if I do? What I am has served me, and has served humanity.
Baka, Zeta, Sen. This is what Savathun wants.
We serve our interests, not Savathun's.
She's outmaneuvered you again. You need me.
We need your silence. Do not be afraid. Bear witness to my sublimation.
I look sick as fuck.
I separate the true from the dead. I am the many-mouthed hunger. I am the knife-edged truth. I devour the free. I conspire with my vengeance. I will take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist. Hayat! Hayat! Hayat!
Knife-edged truth. Bring me your tithes.
Bro. Bro. That was sick. That was sick. Oh my god, man.
Guardian.
Popped up.
Though my form twists in this rune-bound circle, I remain Eris Morn, given not to the deep, but to vengeance. The Hive have taken much from me. By naming the worms, I have taken from them, and I must take from you. The splinter of Hive Worm rests in your staff. It is enough to bind us and mark you as my acolyte. By the sword logic of the Hive, your conquests strengthen me. You must tie mightily if I am to become strong enough to defeat Xivu Arath. She draws power from all conflict. She is the Blade Breaker, War, Drinker, Conqueror, Immortal. I ought drown her in blood. Add your voice to the chorus of violence. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
Sick. Really like that. At least lore-wise. I don't know about how well it actually affects the game, but... Has it always been 3 down here? I don't know. Yeah, they just don't want us using stasis, huh? They don't want me to be a freeze monster? What's going on, man? Okay. Oh my god. Hello, gunsmith progress? What is going on? What is going on? That gunsmith progress is insane, bro. Did they change that? I literally just hit another level. What the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? Didn't this shit just get a rework?
The witness is just going to keep hitting us until we win this. So we win, right?
Invoke Savathun's Spire. What's the altars of summoning? What is that? What is that? Oh yeah, I need that. Special deliveries, excuse me? You have my attention, good sir.
What can I do for you, Warlock?
You can give me this. Nice. That's cool.
Good luck, Guardian.
What's this? That's what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm lit. I'm so excited.
Everyone thinks Zavala's been doing this for too long.
I'm so excited. Oh my god. I really just got all that shit. What the fuck? What the fuck? Yeah. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 100%. It's called the final shell, bro.
Don't think that's gonna fly.
I like 9 enhanced force, holy shit. Lame.
Negative. All security requests must be directed through central processing.
Nice shooting out there. Good. Make us proud.
Thank you. Oh, I don't think I got the last right ornament from last season for Vanguard. Boop. I still need to get this.
This is humanity. We get the job done.
Checking now.
I don't fucking know. That's really nice. So many doubles just because they're 1810. Yeah. I wonder how much more vault space are going to give us on Hunjin. +2. And crazy intellect. Why is our Artemis armor just chilling on it? Can I have that? Fuck. Stupid.
Another Golden Age blueprint for interplanetary orbital
The Crucible beckons, Guardian. Will you answer?
Bottom dollar type.
Guardian.
It's kind of funny.
The shadows encroach all around us, Guardian, but our light still burns.
Oh. Ikora. Get dinner for me. Qu'est-ce que tu as pour moi? Trying to learn French again, bro. This is cute French girl in my class. Gotta brush up. Elle est Paris.
Welcome.
It's the thing. The supers are not now, are they? Okay, I was gonna say. I want to get the bounties. Can I have some bounties? What the fuck? Are these the bounties? Oh. I understand. Where are they? Oh wait, my dumbass, they're right here. I don't know what this is, but I want to figure it out. Wait a damn minute. Can I X out of this?
Guardian. Eris has detected a gravitic anomaly beneath the spire.
I'm sorry, oh what?
She thinks it's a ritual chamber.
We call that the Arcane Oubliette. Savathun stores all kinds of drooling goons in there. Warm bodies for her magical experiments. If you want to feed blood and guts to your discount hive god, that's the place to do it.
Auruspex? That sounds sick! I didn't get this? What is this? What is that? What is that one? What is this one? Why don't I have that? I don't know. What is GM's this season. What the fuck? Oh my god. These two are easy, but these four, bro? We just had these. Didn't we just have these three? Or am I tripping? Like, bro, there's more strikes in the game. I promise. I promise.
Panic throws echo upward for the well of power and death. I sense the oubliette beneath you, Guardian. Assemble in the ritual space, and we shall harvest the fruit of Savathun's foul experiments as our own.
After I resurrected Savathun, she was dying to learn about her new light. But she needed test subjects to experiment on. Same way you use the poor slobs in Gambit for target practice. Listen to this.
I named this chamber the Oubliette, after a human invention. A prison where the only exit is the ceiling, just out of reach. A place for people to be thrown in and forgotten.
Sick.
Until the time is right.
Sick.
This is where I'll keep in touch with all my bygone subjects, both as a queen and researcher.
Sick. Absolutely sick. Complete the summoning.
Do you feel it? The latent power of the Witch Queen's spellcraft. Finalize the ritual to complete the summoning.
my god, stop it, please. Ow.
Like a surge of hot blood.
I'm sorry.
Where are these subjects being summoned from?
Some kind of suspended animation? Or maybe they're teleported from somewhere right into your gun sights. Ah, but what do you care? They're all just dead meat to you.
Sure are. I don't give a fuck. Put a bullet in their ass.
Your arcane skill conjures forth horrors once cloistered, awaiting brutal deliverance. And so they shall receive it.
in your retribution. You know why the boss is so much better at magic than you? It's because she's not afraid to make the tough choices. Listen.
I'd like to share my experiments with the Guardians one day, just as we share the light. But I know they won't approve of my methods. They love omelets, but hate breaking eggs.
Your arcane skill expands with each ritual you complete. Our powers will grow in tandem until we are ready to challenge the god of war down. Retribution for the lost! Vel, Ariana, Oma, Sai, and Tolan. Die unto me, Acolyte. I opt.
This voice acting is
The value
insane.
of the magic you've unearthed here is undeniable. But watching you and Eris revel in violence, tithing with hive rituals, it was disturbing.
Like it or not, your witch is gonna need a lot more ties before she's powerful enough to challenge Sivu. So, go ahead, sport. Make a mess. Enjoy yourself. Welcome to the Hive.
Fire. Finally, bro. Finally, there is a Void Scout that isn't slow as shit in the game. I can craft it. So, I don't give a shit. How am I already at 499? fusion. Oh, one technically new scout rifle. New sniper. And machine gun. Is this the strand? Strand one? Visit the Holo projector. You've got to visit it, yeah? The emblem is cool as shit.
It's hard not to feel that this is my responsibility. While we in the tower gathered intel and debated over what action to take next, Eris threw herself into a dangerous ritual of her own devising. She was audacious. And she was right. We had to accept Savathun's bargain. We must pursue the witness at any cost. But I didn't imagine we would risk Eris in the exchange. She remains herself. I recognize Eris when I look into her eyes. She wears her new form like a suit of armor, but she speaks of whispers calling to her from the deep, and I have no assurance she can resist them forever. You must embrace the Hive rituals as she did. Offer your tithes so that she may gain the power she desires, and quickly. Commit yourself to her guardian. I believe it is in everyone's best interest to keep her metamorphosis as brief as possible.
Hive magic reveals itself in precise shapes. They follow the same lines and the same means. And yet our rituals still hold many secrets. Cards have scattered in the wake of your oblations. Our bond made manifest. I call them the Deck of Whispers. And they do whisper. Each of their ideograms appears to carry the weight of symbolism. Do not fault them for the forms they take. They are reflections of the real, and as opaque as the natures of their referent. We will interpret their configurations, divine their use. They may hold many meanings, alone and in conversation. As with all Hive magic, they ask us to separate the true from the dead. We will do so.
Sick. Sick, bro. That's sick as fuck. I like this season so far, obviously first day, but we'll see how it continues. We'll see how the cards work. I'm gonna take off, but it's a lot of fun.